Hello there, World of Tankers. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully all of you are doing well out there. I'm, of course, your host, World Blitz, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about a particular Tier 8 tech tree heavy tank that definitely needs to see a nerf very soon in the future. As we do know, in Update 7.5, there's going to be a lot of nerfs going on, in particular, the Tier 10 light tanks. The Vickers Light will be getting an armor nerf, and as well, apparently a penetration nerf. I'm not sure which round is going to be nerfed, but it is going to get a pen nerf. The Sheridan is getting its missiles swapped out for heat shells, which is a massive nerf to the vehicle, and as well, I guess, a buff, because the heat shells are going to be much nicer on shell velocity, and as well, at the same time, the Bat Chat is getting a much-needed interclip buff from 3 seconds to 2.5. There are a lot of changes going on in Tier 10 in the next update, which I'm really happy about, because it's going to make the game a lot more balanced for the Tier 10 lights. But there's one vehicle at Tier 8, being the Emil I, that hasn't been told it's going to be nerfed at all. Now, this vehicle is currently the best performing Tier 8 vehicle in the game, more than Tier 8 premium vehicles on Wargaming statistical posted tanks on 55% to 65% average players. The Emil I was sitting at around a 65% average win rate. Now, the next highest was the M6A2E1 Experimental, sitting at a 61%. So the Emil I was sitting at a 4% higher gap than every other overpowered premium tank in the game, and this is a Tier 8 tech tree vehicle. It is crazy how strong this tank is. So I figured, you know what, in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down on what makes this tank so strong, so overpowered, and as well, why you should probably get your hands on this vehicle before Wargaming does nerf it very quickly. So, as always, if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more like it, please make sure to smash that subscribe button down below, as it helps out the channel a crazy amount. Now, we're putting on our speed boost because I'm going to really quickly try and make my way into the pit of death, I like to call it. I normally don't go in here, but the Emil I is such a strong and powerful tank. It's really good if you can get your tank pushed into this position. So the thing about the Emil that makes it so strong is the clip. It does 3-second intervals for a 320 damage shell. I think it is 320 or something like that. So I'm able to shoot this Carnarvon for 1 shell, which did 281, and then I'm able to shoot him again for 379, and then one more time for 320. So effectively what I've done is I have made this guy's game not super fun anymore. Now I have the choice of being hit by the Carnarvon or the Tiger, and I don't want to be hit by either of them, and I kind of made the right pick there. So we've already pretty much taken away 900 hit points off that poor Carnarvon, and now all we do is we wait for our clip to reload, and then we're going to pull out on the Tiger P if he's still sitting here. So I don't think he would want to be, but it looks like he still is. So that means now we can just pull out, and there's 1 shell for 343, and let's continue up the damage. Another 322, and this is what makes the tank so ludicrously strong. So that was, again, another 900 damage. We're already sitting at 1900 damage with 2 clips out. So what we've effectively done is taken away about 70% of that Tiger Piece hit points, about 50% of the Carnarvon's hit points, and well, we've received about 500 hit points taken off our vehicle. Again, yeah, you can see what makes this tank super duper strong. So now we got vehicles like the AT-15, and I'm going to put on my speed boost, although looks like we're not really able to use it, and sadly my teammate squishing me there, not necessarily what I want, but you know what, we'll get a big ol' shell into that Challenger, and we can back up into cover. So, well, we did mess up one of our shells in the clip because sadly our Tiger 2 rammed me. We still were able to get out a very large amount of damage there. We're sitting at 2,500 already, and this A215, yeah, he's not really doing too well anymore. He's going to struggle quite immensely. In fact, I'll leave my team to him because not much I'm going to be able to do in the first place to him. So we got the Defender here. Let's get, ooh, actually a sad bounce there. Let's try that again. There's 1 shell into him, and hopefully that Jagdpanther is not going to hit me. Go! Yes, he missed me, and that was about, yeah, 2,997 damage. So we just broke about the 3,000 damage barrier in this battle, and this is a Tier 8. I'm averaging the same amount of damage in these Tier 8 tank as I am in a Tier 10 heavy, or a medium, or even a light tank at that. It's crazy how much average damage you can pull out in a Tier 8 vehicle like this Emil. So you can definitely see why this tank needs a nerf. The ability to not only work a gun depression position with 10 degrees, be virtually impenetrable on your turret from any Tier 7 and most Tier 8 vehicles, even Tier 9s, struggle a large amount to penetrate the turret armor, but at the same time, just the ability to clip somebody out for literally half of their hit points, 960 hit points in a singular clip. It's got so many things going for it, and as, by the way, the mobility going 35 kilometers per hour, and with the speed boost on, you're going about 40 43-ish or something like that. It's pretty dang mobile. It's small. You can see that I make a Tiger even look tiny here. The tank is just crazy in every single aspect, and it definitely needs a nerf. And I'm very surprised that Wargaming hasn't nerfed it yet, because it's not like this vehicle is, you know, slightly overpowered. It's not like it's just, you know, cusping the limits of overpowered. This tank is so ludicrously overpowered that you probably will take a look at your stats after running this tank, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm performing way better in this vehicle than I am all of my other tanks. So what I would suggest to do, because this tank will be nerfed in the future, I personally feel that, and it's a pretty strong guess that it will be nerfed, because you're going to see again in this game here, I'm probably just going to steamroll right through the enemy team. Not only that, I forgot to mention, this gun is also quite accurate. It's like 0.326 dispersion. There's a nice little shot into the FCM, and now we'll just, you know, maybe get one into the E25. There's one into him, and let's get one more into his vehicle. So there you go. That was, you know, half of the 25's hit points taken off. And those were all low rolls, by the way. Those are very, very low rolls. This FCM can't even pen me through the turret, so I'm not really worried about him. Not sure what this E25 is doing, to be fair. But, yeah, he's not much of a threat. I will let him do his thing over there, because I want to try and deal with tanks like the Emil, like the FCM, and, of course, like the T-49 off to the side. So, hopefully, my FCM's going to do his job. Here we go. Now we've got a lot of vehicles spotted, so let's go for that Annihilator. There's one shell into the roof of the Annihilator. Let's go for one more. Boom, that's a second shell. Let's turn our turret, and, ooh, I was about to get a little snap of an HE into him, but maybe not in the long run. And, you know what, we'll just tap, oof, actually, a weird bounce there on to the FCM's turret. So we got the 49 off to the side, who I don't want to necessarily be hit by. So I'm going to keep aiming towards the 49, just so I don't get hit by him while I'm trying to back my tank up. Now that I can turn it around, this is where I can tune the vehicle. We're going to put on our speed boost and hopefully get to the side of the AT. So there is one shell into you, and let's see if we can get some more out. Oh, yep, there you go. And we can also try and maybe just get one. Perfect, one shell into the AT. And again, use that mobility this vehicle was given to make our way safely somewhere else. I gotta be careful though, because of course this AT is gonna just keep on shooting me. So let's angle the tank correctly here. Let's make sure that we don't get hit again, and now let's start aiming in on him so that way we at least have a chance to bounce it. There you go. And now let's start pushing in on this AT-15. And while he does have very good DPM, one thing he does not carry is a big old clip. So there's two shells into him, and hopefully just come on. Perfect, able to finish him off. So we're not dead yet, which is crazy. The fact that I've been able to survive this much torture in this game and still come out alive. We were fighting a tank that had 4,000 damage per minute and got away with it. That's crazy. Not only did we get away with it, but we're going to be able to clip somebody again. Like, you can see what makes Emil just stupidly OP. Ooh, that was an unfortunate ricochet, but that's fine, because, you know, we got plenty more shells to get out here. So while the FCM might finish off my teammate, we're going to finish him off in the long run. And there we go. So that was, again, another battle to show really what makes Emil strong. 3,540 damage, able to survive pretty much everything thrown at me, made 50,000 credits, and that was only a second class, which shows you that people are doing way, way better on average in this tank on a good game. So I've had games upwards of 5,000 damage in this tank easily. It is crazy how strong it is. Wargaming, if you're watching this, please consider nerfing it in update 7.5. I don't know if they're planning on doing that currently, but it definitely needs a nerf. So for all of you people out there that have not ground the Emil I yet, or the Kranwagen, I would definitely suggest to get your hands on this line before something is nerfed, because it's going to be nerfed at tier 8, I'm pretty sure, and you want to make your way past the tier 8, get your stats boosted even while you're trying to play the tier 8, make your way to the tier 9, which as well is a fantastic tank, because I absolutely love the entire line. They're all fantastic vehicles. Just, I would definitely suggest before they're nerfed, make your way to the Emil I and grind the heck out of that vehicle. So as always, if you enjoyed today's video and you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, hopefully all of you are doing well out there. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one.